Hi dear students, how are you? Welcome to our channel Mr. Chemistry, and today we are going to discuss nitrogen containing organic compounds, amines. Okay, and in this one important questions are there for board exam. Today we will discuss top 10 questions from this lesson. Okay, and we will start first one. Arrange the following in decreasing order of basicity in gaseous phase. See here they given few compounds. Let us check the compounds given here, and first one is ammonia, and second one is primary amine, and third one tertiary amine, and fourth one secondary amine. See here basic character, they are asking decreasing order of basicity. See here basic character is proportional to positive inductive effect. Okay, see here if electron donating or supplying groups are increases, its a positive inductive effect will increase. Okay, in case of tertiary amine 3 methyl groups are there. In case of secondary amine 2 methyl groups are there here. In case of primary amine 1 methyl group is there. These are supplying or donating electrons. Okay, as the number of methyl groups increases, then what will happen? Positive inductive effect will increase. Increase in positive inductive effect increases basic character. Okay, basic character is proportional to positive inductive effect. Then we can write the order of the compounds. First one tertiary amine, and next secondary amine, and next one primary amine, and then ammonia. It has only one lone pair. Okay, this is the order of decreasing order of basic character. Okay, it is with respect to positive inductive effect. Okay, please note down this one. Note down this one. Check the second one. Give reasons for the following. Aniline does not undergo Friedel-Crafts reaction. See here we know that in Friedel-Crafts reaction electrophilic substitution reaction takes place. In case of aniline it does not happen. Okay, reason for this one, first I will write the structure of aniline. See here, aniline, the nitrogen present in aniline has a pair of electrons. Okay, this is lone pair of electrons, and see here in Friedel-Crafts reaction, the reagent used is aluminum chloride. Aluminum chloride acts as catalyst. And we know that aluminum chloride is electron deficient compound and it acts as Lewis acid. Okay, it is electron deficient and acts as Lewis acid. And see here, if you check aniline, because of the presence of lone pair of electrons on nitrogen, it acts as Lewis base. This is the reason behind it does not undergo Friedel-Crafts reaction. Reason, instead of undergoing electrophilic substitution reaction, what will happen? These two react with each other and they form a salt. Okay, and here it forms a salt. See here, because of the formation of insoluble precipitate, the salt is formed in the form of insoluble precipitate. There is no further reaction. That's why aniline does not undergo Friedel-Crafts reaction due to the formation of salt in this reaction. Okay, ma? Once again check it. Here aniline, because of the presence of lone pair of electrons on nitrogen, it acts as Lewis base, and the reagent, that is aluminum chloride, which acts as catalyst in this reaction, is electron deficient compound, acts as Lewis acid. This Lewis base reacts with Lewis acid and it gives a salt here. The salt is insoluble precipitate. Because of this insoluble precipitate, there is no further reaction. Okay, please note down this one. And check the third one. They are asking chemical reaction to illustrate the following reaction: ammonolysis. Okay, don't get confusion with this one. There is one more reaction, that is aminolysis. Aminolysis is different, ammonolysis is different. Okay, both are different. And see here, in case of ammonolysis, see here, we will get different types of amines on treating with alkyl halides. Okay, and see here, let us check. First we will take ammonia, NH3 on treating with alkyl halide, haloalkane. See here, what will happen? HX will go out and RNH2 will form here. Okay, and see here, RNH2 is nothing but primary amine, and on treating with haloalkane, primary amine gives secondary amine, R2NH, secondary amine. And on treating with haloalkane, secondary amine gives primary amine. See here, tertiary amine. Okay, secondary amine gives tertiary amine. Tertiary amine on treating with alkyl halide, it gives ammonium salt. Once again check it. Ammonia on treating with alkyl halide, it gives primary amine. Primary amine on treating with alkyl halide, it gives secondary amine. Secondary amine on treating with alkyl halide gives tertiary amine. Tertiary amine gives ammonium salt. This process of getting ammonium salt from ammonia. Okay, and see here, we are getting secondary amine from primary amine, tertiary amine from secondary amine. Okay, all this process is considered as ammonolysis. And here aminolysis is different. Aminolysis is nothing but ester plus amine. Ester and amine react with each other and they give amide plus alcohol. Aminolysis is different. Okay, don't get confusion with ammonolysis and aminolysis. Okay, and please note down this one. Fourth one is complete the following reaction equation. They give an incomplete equation, and see here, what is this? This is nothing but aniline. I will write the structure. Aniline. See here, aniline on treating with bromine. See here, we will get NH2 is there, and three hydrogens will replace and 3 bromines replaced by 3 hydrogens, and 3 molecules of HBr will form. Okay, what is this? 2,4,6 tribromoaniline. Okay, 2,4,6 tribromoaniline. On treating with aqueous bromine, aniline gives 2,4,6 tribromoaniline. Okay, please note down the equation. Check the fifth one. Arrange the following in increasing order of basic strength and give reasons also. And they given aniline, and see here what is the structure of aniline. And p-nitroaniline, p-nitroaniline in the sense nitro group is in para position, and p-toluidine, here it has methyl group at para position. And see here, if you observe these 3 things, okay, leave this one, observe these 2 things, because here no loss no gain. Here NO2 is electron withdrawing group, whereas methyl group is electron donating group. Electron withdrawing group destabilizes conjugate acid, whereas electron donating group, methyl group, it stabilizes conjugate acid. See here, as a result of destabilization of conjugate acid, basic strength, okay, basic strength decreases. Here, due to stabilization of conjugate acid, basic strength increases. Okay, that's why we can arrange these things like this. I will write this one in the middle. Okay, and which one is more basic here? P-toluidine is more basic than aniline. Aniline is more basic than p-nitrotoluene. Please note down this one. Check the sixth one. How will you convert the following? They given two reactions, nitrobenzene into aniline and ethanoic acid into methenamine. First we will check first one, that is nitrobenzene into aniline. Nitrobenzene, I will take nitrobenzene here. See here, nitrobenzene in presence of iron and hydrochloric acid, it gives aniline. Please note down this one. And the next one is ethanoic acid into methenamine. We will check this one, and first you take this one and we will continue with next one. Second one is ethanoic acid into methenamine. Ethanoic acid CH3COOH. Okay, and see here, this ethanoic acid is treated with PCl5, phosphorus pentachloride. On treating with phosphorus pentachloride, see here, we will get CH3COCl. Here it is replaced with chlorine, and what is this CH3COCl? It is acetyl chloride. acetyl chloride. Acetyl chloride is also called acyl chloride, and IUPAC name is ethanoyl chloride. Acetyl chloride, acyl chloride, ethanoyl chloride, all are same. Okay, see here, this acetyl chloride is treated with ammonia. See here, on treating with ammonia, we will get CH3, C double bond O, NH2. What is this? Acetamide. Okay, we will get acetamide on treating with ammonia. Then in presence of bromine and potassium hydroxide, we will get CH3 NH2. What is this CH3 NH2? Methanamine. Okay, please note down the equation with correct order. First, ethanoic acid is treated with PCl5 and we will get acetyl chloride. On treating with ammonia, we will get acetamide. On treating with bromine and potassium hydroxide, we will get methanamine. If you observe this reaction, on treating acetamide with bromine and potassium hydroxide, we are getting methanamine. This is actually Hofmann degradation reaction. Hofmann bromide degradation reaction. See here, in Hofmann bromide degradation reaction, what is happening? See here, CH3 C double bond O NH2 plus Br2 plus what we are taking here, KOH. Okay, you can take NaOH also, anything will be fine. See here, what will happen on reacting with this one? Here we will get methanamine, CH3NH2. Along with this one, we will get K2CO3 plus KBr plus water. We will get all these things. In a Hofmann degradation reaction, on treating acetamide with bromine and potassium hydroxide, we will get methanamine, potassium carbonate, potassium bromide and water. If you balance the equation, we will get, okay, try to balance the equation. This is a Hofmann bromide degradation reaction involved in conversion of ethanoic acid to methanamine. Okay, please note down this one. Seventh one, they are asking reasons. Give reasons. First one is amines are basic substances while amides are neutral. And second one, aniline is weaker base than cyclohexylamine. Okay, they given two statements here and they are asking reasons for those two statements. And let us check first one. Amines are basic substances while amides are neutral. Check the amines. CH3NH2 primary amine, CH3 twice, NH secondary one, and CH3 thrice N. See here, if you observe in all these things, primary amine, secondary amine and tertiary amine, in all these cases nitrogen has a free lone pair. Okay, because of the presence of that lone pair of electrons in which the amines are ready to donate those electrons present on the nitrogen. Because of that property, it acts as a base. In case of amides, if you take amide, see here, in case of amide, nitrogen has lone pair of electrons, no doubt in it, but it is in coordination with the adjacent carbonyl group. Okay, means there is mutual exchange, some conjugation will take place here. The lone pair will shift here, and as a result, what will happen? Double bond will develop here, and here nitrogen gets negative charge, and by losing it gets a positive charge. Okay, see here, because of this mutual conjugation involved in this one, there is no chance to donate these electrons externally, because internally they are sharing those electrons. Electrons are moving from nitrogen to adjacent carbonyl group and adjacent carbonyl group to nitrogen. Because of that one, no loss, no gain of that lone pair of electrons. That's why it acts as a neutral one. It acts as neutral one. Whereas these amines are ready to donate these pair of electrons, lone pair of electrons. That's why they act as bases. Okay, please note down this one. And next one, check the next one. Aniline is weaker base than cyclohexylamine. I will draw the structures of these two things. Okay, aniline see here, nitrogen has lone pair, and see here, this lone pair will shift here and this one will shift here. Means as a result, what will happen? Here double bond will develop and it will get positive charge. Means some resonance takes place. Resonance takes place in the sense it is not ready to give the electrons. Means it is not so easy to get the electrons from aniline because of resonance, because the electron shifts from one corner to another corner. Because of that one, protonation process is not so easy. Protonation is not easy. Why it is not easy? Because of resonance. Lone pair of electrons undergoes resonance. That's why it is less basic. If you take cyclohexylamine, see here, cyclohexylamine, in case of this one, there is no resonance, ready to give that lone pair of electrons, no resonance, ready to give electrons in the sense, protonation process is easy. Protonation is easy, and see here, no resonance. That's why it is more basic compared to aniline. Okay, more basic. Please note down the reasons. Eighth one, they are asking, illustrate the following reactions giving full chemical reaction. Okay, see here, first one is carbylamine reaction and second one is Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. Let us check first one, Carbylamine reaction. See here in carbylamine reaction, what is this? CH3NH2, it is nothing but primary amine. Okay, methylamine. Methylamine on treating with chloroform, CHCl3, chloroform, and potassium hydroxide. On heating this mixture, we will get CH3NC. What is this? Methyl isocyanide. Methyl isocyanide. We will get methyl isocyanide, and in addition with this one we will get potassium chloride and water. Okay, if we balance the equation, okay, and three molecules of water. See here, preparation of methyl isocyanide from methylamine using chloroform and potassium hydroxide on heating is called carbylamine reaction. Okay, please note down carbylamine reaction. And the next one is Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. First we will take phthalimide, and see here phthalimide. See here, phthalimide is treated with alcoholic potassium hydroxide. Alcoholic potassium hydroxide. See here, we know that here it is nitrogen is negative and hydrogen is positive, and in case of KOH, potassium positive, OH minus. And see here, this OH minus combines with H plus, okay, and it gives water molecule. Means water molecule is removed from this one, and H plus ion is replaced by K plus. See here, as a result we will get another compound. What is the compound here? Now it has potassium. Now it has potassium. What is this? This is nothing but potassium phthalimide. Potassium phthalimide. See here, potassium phthalimide is treated with primary alkyl halide. Here I am taking ethyl iodide, C2H5I. See here C2H5 is a positive one carbocation, and this one I minus, and see here K plus joins with I minus, and it is removed in the form of potassium iodide, and K plus is substituted by C2H5. As a result, what we will get here? Here we will get CO NC2H5. See here, this is nothing but ethyl, N-ethyl phthalimide. N-ethyl phthalimide. Next one, N-ethyl phthalimide on treating with sodium hydroxide followed by hydrolysis. Okay, reaction with the sodium hydroxide followed by hydrolysis. What will happen? Here cleavage will take place, means that ring structure will open, and here we will get, as a result we will get COOH, and here COOH, it is nothing but phthalic acid. What is this? Phthalic acid. In addition to phthalic acid, we will get C2H5NH2. What is this C2H5NH2? This is nothing but ethylamine. Okay. In Gabriel phthalimide synthesis, first we are treating phthalimide with alcoholic potassium hydroxide, then we will get potassium phthalimide, and potassium phthalimide on treating with primary alkyl halide. Here I am taking ethyl iodide, and after treating with ethyl iodide we will get N-ethyl phthalimide, and N-ethyl phthalimide on reacting with sodium hydroxide followed by hydrolysis. What will happen? We will get phthalic acid and ethylamine. Please note down this one and we will move to next. Ninth one is write the products when aniline reacts with the following. See here they given three different reactants. When aniline reacts with hydrochloric acid, what is the product? And when aniline reacts with acetic anhydride in presence of pyridine, what is the product? And when aniline reacts with concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid, what are the products formed in these three different reactions? Let us check one by one. First we will take first one, that is reaction with the hydrochloric acid. First I will write the structure of aniline here. Write the structure of aniline. See here aniline on reacting with hydrochloric acid. See here the H plus and Cl minus combines with this one, and as a result we will get, see here NH2 becomes NH3 due to the addition of one more hydrogen, and chlorine will joins with this one. Okay, and this is nothing but anilinium chloride. Okay, please note down this one. And next one is reaction with acetic anhydride in presence of pyridine. See here first we will take aniline NH2 and it is reacted with acetic anhydride CH3CO twice O in presence of pyridine. See here what will happen here. Here one of the hydrogen combines with CH3COO part of acetic anhydride and it is formed as CH3COOH. What is this CH3COOH? It is nothing but ethanoic acid, acetic acid or ethanoic acid. And see here this aniline, after losing one of the hydrogen, and this one COCH3 part will join with this one, and here we will get acetanilide. Okay, what is the product here? Acetanilide. Once again check it. When aniline reacts with acetic anhydride in presence of pyridine, we will get acetanilide and also ethanoic acid. And next one is reaction with concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid. When aniline reacts with concentrated, I will write here concentrated nitric acid and also concentrated sulfuric acid, we will get nitroaniline. But here three different possibilities are there. Check this one, this is NH2. Okay, and we will get three different possibilities. I will write the products here. The first possibility is nitro group at para position. Nitro group at para position is the major product in this reaction. Major product, reason around 51% of the product, 51% of nitroaniline is para-nitroaniline. And see here, next one, nitro group at meta position. It is around 47%. Okay, and the third possibility is aniline and nitro group at ortho position, around 2%. Out of 100%, the major product is, what is this? Para-nitroaniline. Reason, nitro group is at para position. And second major product is meta-nitroaniline. Reason, the nitro group is at meta position. And minor product is orthonitroaniline. Why it is a minor product? Reason, very minute amount of nitroaniline is formed in the form of orthonitroaniline. Okay, please note down 3 different possible products when aniline reacts with concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, please note down this one. And 10th question is, write the structures of A, B and C in the following. And see here, they given C6H5CONH2 in presence of Br2, bromine and potassium hydroxide in aqueous state, and it is giving A, and the substance, the product A on treating with sodium nitrate in presence of hydrochloric acid at a temperature 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, it is giving B. In question A, B, C are there, A, B, C will come in next one. Okay, in this one only A and B are there. Okay, first you please note down the question. See here, I will write the structure of this benzamide. CONH2. See here, benzamide on treating with bromine in presence of potassium hydroxide in aqueous state. See here, once you recall that one, it is nothing but Hofmann. Remember that one, Hofmann bromide degradation reaction. Hofmann bromide degradation reaction. Remember that one. See here, as a result we will get aniline. Here we will get aniline. Of course, in addition to aniline we will get carbonates also. We will get carbonates and KBr and water molecules also will form, but I am not focusing on that one because here they are asking only A and B here, and it is nothing but A. What is A here? A is nothing but aniline. See here, aniline on reacting with sodium nitrate in presence of hydrochloric acid. See here. Here I will write, in presence of sodium nitrate, NaNO2 and hydrochloric acid, and here they are maintaining a temperature of 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. Then it gives N2Cl. It is nothing but benzene diazonium chloride. Okay, it is nothing but benzene diazonium chloride. I will write the structure clearly here. Okay, don't get confusion, and I am writing the complete structure. Please take that one. Here we have aniline. That is NH2 here, and we are going to treat with sodium nitrate NaNO2 plus hydrochloric acid at a temperature of 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. As a result, see here we will get N2Cl. It is nothing but benzene diazonium chloride. Okay, please take the complete equation, don't get confusion with this one. And next we have one more question under this 10th one. In that one we are going to find out A, B and also C. First, before that one, first you take this one. Now we are ready with this one. In this equation, A is aniline and B is benzene diazonium chloride. And second question under 10th one is, see here methyl chloride is there. Methyl chloride is treated with potassium cyanide and it is giving a product A, and that product A on treating with lithium aluminum hydride, strong reducing agent, it is giving B. B on treating with chloroform in presence of alcoholic potassium hydroxide and on heating. Okay, see here it is giving C. Here we have to find out A, B and C in the following reaction. Okay, first you take the reaction and we will discuss it. See here, on treating methyl chloride in presence of potassium cyanide, K plus Cl minus. See here the Cl minus is replaced with Cn minus, then we will get CH3 Cn minus. No need to write Cn minus here, just a Cn. And here KCl is removed. What is this? This is methyl cyanide. See here methyl cyanide on treating with lithium aluminum hydride, then it gives CH3 CH2 NH2. What is this compound? This is ethylamine. Reduction process takes place. As a result, methyl cyanide gives ethylamine. See here ethylamine. Okay, here I am giving this one as A and this one as B. And see here they are asking, when B treated with chloroform and alcoholic potassium hydroxide on heating, it gives C. What is B here? It is ethylamine, CH2 NH2. See here, in presence of chloroform and alcoholic potassium hydroxide, it is a heating process, and it gives CH3 CH2 NC, CH3 CH2 NC. NC in the sense isocyanide. This is ethyl isocyanide. Okay, here C is ethyl isocyanide. Once again check it. When methyl chloride treated with potassium cyanide, we will get methyl cyanide. Methyl cyanide is A here, and methyl cyanide on treating with lithium aluminum hydride, we will get ethylamine. Ethylamine on treating with chloroform in presence of alcoholic potassium hydroxide, on heating we will get ethyl isocyanide. And here this particular process is called carbylamine reaction. Okay, please note down this one. Note down this one also. Write this one. This particular part, that is conversion of B into C. Okay, B into C is carbylamine reaction. Please note down and revise all these things after completion of taking notes. Once again you revise all these things, practice well, and it makes you easy to score good marks in our board exam. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe our channel Mr. Chemistry. please like it, share it. Okay, thank you all of you, and we will meet once again with one more new chapter. Okay, thank you all of you.